Hi, Sean here again. We're into Module 10, the second to last module, and it's around about your prospect conversion or turning your prospects into sales customers. Very brief module. This is not a selling program we're doing. It's a LinkedIn program. We just want to touch into it to make sure that we're doing the basics right. So the prospect conversion process, I have a 3-step process, which is here. As you go through the module, we'll see the 3 stages of the preparation, pain, and then the presentation. Once you go through it, all makes fairly logical sense. Maybe you're doing something that's similar to this already. I do want to drill in very briefly to some of the key elements of that. The one is there's a downloadable PDF which gives you a summary of how the the process actually works in terms of the preparation, the pain, and the present. Now, depending on your level of sales knowledge, there's a couple terms in there that I've used. For example, reverse questioning. That I want to go through very briefly with you. So reverse questioning is very much, if you've been exposed to any young children like 5 years old or 6 years old, they are absolutely awesome at this. They always answer a question with another question. If you've done any work in lean management or Kaizen, they also tap into this, the 5 whys. So really what we want to do is, as much as possible and appropriately, don't piss off your prospect. If they ask a particular question, ask another question based on that question, so you can get down to the root cause of why they're really asking that. So you do have to use this sensitively, so you don't look like a jerk and you don't actually end up irritating them. But the reason why you want to do this is you really want to get to the bottom of what's where the origin of that the question is really coming from. If you do this effectively, not only will you release some further aha moments for your prospect, but they will truly believe that you're really getting them. The second one is negative reversing. Negative reversing is really just going in the opposite direction to which they expect you to go. So again, usually when you're in a sales conversation, your prospect you're talking to is to some extent on guard, and they're always looking to protect themselves. So what they're looking for is they're trying to find a justification for their line of thinking. So as a quick example, if, for example, you pose a question, it's almost like a trial close, you say, well, where are you on 0 to 10 in terms of committing to your product or service now? And they come back with an answer. Whatever the answer is, just go with a different answer. In other words, they say, okay, I think I was an 8. And you say, oh, that surprised me. I really thought you were a 5. The reason why you want to go down this route is it gives them an opportunity to start justifying to themselves why they have chosen that answer. And they can, with some deeper thoughts, often you can start uncovering some more unhidden requirements that maybe hasn't actually arisen yet. And the very last one, and this is one that I really want to just touch on very briefly because a lot of people don't like handling this part, is what are the pre-objections? And the pre-objections is something that we're wanting to do right in the preparation stage of the sales interview. And this is, what are the common objections that you normally get from your prospects before they actually commit to actually buying from you? The reason why you want to bring this right up in the front is they may have this question in their own minds, and while you're going through your sales conversation with them, they may be making an excuse to them all the time because they just can't get over this hurdle, but they've never actually raised that hurdle with you. So you're busy talking to them, you're trying to understand them, but in the back of their mind they're saying no, or there's some other objection. So you can start that very quickly by saying, well, normally in these sales conversations, the 3 biggest questions that I get, or concerns I get from my prospects, is number 1, 2, and 3. And you can ask them directly, do either of these apply to you, or is there anything else? And try and get those objections handled right in the beginning, up in front, and then continue with your conversation. But go through the module. It is fairly direct and fairly short. And then certainly during a coaching session, we can talk through it. But anyway, in the coaching session, I'll look forward to your feedback. Thank you.